Hi, I'm Josh.
And I'm Laura.
We go to the 9 o'clock service at the Great Hall.
Ministries we're involved in include Millennials in Fellowship.
We work with the youth.
We volunteer at the St. Francis Center.
I coordinate the Financial Peace University class here.
And I occasionally bake cookies for Lunch and Life.
Stewardship has a very strong meaning with Laura and I. I think before we were married, we weren't very purposeful, but after becoming married, we sat down and talked and tried to think of ways we could become purposeful, and stewardship became a big part of that, how we could be intentional with our time and how we could be intentional with our money.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we were thinking about when we were getting married was having a God-centered marriage. And one of the ways to honor God is, of course, to be a good steward of the things that we are blessed with. And so, yeah, having the intentional management of things as opposed to owning things, it just makes you more aware of God's role in your sphere of, how do I spend my time and money? Because all of these things belong to God anyway. I guess I would say the good news about a life of stewardship is a sense of freedom. So what I mean by that is I don't feel compelled to buy endlessly to fill a house I can't afford with things that I don't need. I feel like I'm free to spend my time with people I love, doing things that matter, and just kind of getting out of that consumerist mindset. And I think the focus on stewardship brings that about because it is more God-centered. So you're spending your time thinking about, how do I leverage, these resources that God has given me for His glory, instead of how do I acquire more, how do I achieve more, how do I be and become more and more and more. For me at least, it's a sense of just okayness with where I'm at and putting the focus back on God instead of myself.
I think Calvary has been a very important part of our lives and even part of our relationship, where if I remember back to when we were first dating, I think Laura a little nervously asked if I wanted to go to church with her because she wanted to introduce me to Calvary and to her friends, and maybe it was a pleasant surprise, but she was very happy when I wanted to go with her. And then our relationship built on that, and after a year or so, we ended up getting married here at Calvary, and Calvary has just continued to be such a strong part of our relationship and our relationship with friends, relationship with people we're meeting through Millennials in Fellowship, and that is really the heart of why we together want to help and be a part of Calvary.